Could a medical marijuana dispensary be coming near you? The passage of a new city ordinance could make that a possibility. We get more from Elizabeth Baker.
Despite threats from the city and federal government.
But a lot have also stayed open because they're willing to take the extra step and go above and beyond and really aren't really too concerned with consequence.
And for the dispensaries who have shut down, it just wasn't worth the headache of threats from city and federal government constantly interfering with their personal lives.
Just be forewarned, any business out there now operating as a medical marijuana dispensary needs to be looking over their shoulders because the city will be visiting and will be shutting them down.
How is the city not shutting them down? Well, they're trying to work from both ends, upholding the Compassionate Use Act of 1996 while also keeping our community safe.
The city has passed new zoning and operating ordinances outlining where dispensaries may operate. The main concern is to keep the dispensaries away from neighborhoods, schools, churches, and daycare centers.
The stores that want to operate legally in the city of San Diego will soon have an opportunity to get their applications in, to pay fees, to get on the list, and to start the process of background checks and permitting.
Up to 4 dispensaries are allowed per district. Zoning does not allow any dispensary to operate in Hillcrest or North Park, which are mostly residential and community-oriented. This is Elizabeth Baker for News Scene.
The first legal dispensaries that follow all the new ordinances are set to open September of 2014.
Now a battle is taking place over the future for Barrio Logan. Maria Elena Castellanos is here with the story.
Rare is a neighborhood where residents and industrial businesses live together, but in Barrio Logan, that is the case. Over the years, the neighborhood has had to make room for the Navy, the ship repair industry, the building of a bridge, a freeway, and unhealthy chemicals in its air. And this June, San Diegans will have a say in Barrio Logan's future. On the ballot is Proposition B and C, which would approve the Barrio Logan Community Plan. Hector Villegas is an artist, a father, and a resident who lives next door to an industrial business.
So growing up around here, the air tasted like metal, like rust, oil. You can taste it on your tongue.
Businesses such as NASCO, the Ship Repair Association, and their suppliers are opposed to the plan.
We strongly believe that we need to preserve all of our industrial space.
Industrial businesses worry if the plan is approved, there will be restrictions, limits, and claim that thousands of jobs will be lost to the city as a whole. David Dewey sees several options.
If they have problems with asthma or whatever, some people move to Arizona.
For Hector, who calls Barrio Logan his home, moving is not an option. And with a daughter with asthma and a newborn, for him, pollution is a priority.
They know that they're polluting, they know that they're doing something wrong, but they want to keep on doing it because it's good for their pocket.
Councilmember David Alvarez grew up in the same home as Hector and also has asthma. He has been working to resolve these issues.
When I have faith that the rest of the people in San Diego will say yes to Barrio Logan, we do believe that it's time that they are treated as well as everybody else.
Reporting for News Scene, I'm Maria Elena Castellanos.
Now the vote on the Barrio Logan community will plan to take place June 3rd this year. For more information, you can be found on smartervoter.org website.
Clippers owner Donald Sterling is fighting the penalties against him. The owner has sent a letter to the NBA. In the letter, Sterling is telling the league he will not pay the $2.5 million fine and is rejecting the lifetime ban from the NBA. Sterling is looking to compromise the loss of the ownership and is threatening to sue the league. Since recently leaked conversation with friend V. Stiviano, Sterling has repeatedly denied he is a racist. He also issued a public apology saying it was a terrible mistake. The former Patriots tight end Aaron Hernandez finds himself more in trouble this week. Maria Souza has the details.
Thanks, Shakina. And trouble is right. Aaron Hernandez was indicted yesterday on charges of a double murder. Hernandez was already in custody for an unrelated murder when the indictment was handed down. Police have confirmed the former tight end is accused in the shooting deaths of Daniel Abreu and Safiro Furtado. The men were struck down at a traffic light in Boston's South End. And switching gears, in the NBA, Game 6 of the Western Conference semifinals at the Staples Center. The Clippers trying to avoid elimination. In the fourth quarter, with OKC up by 2, Blake Griffin hits the jumper to tie it up at 76. Then tied at 80, KD comes off the screen and hits the jumper. Thunder lead 82-80. And with just over 3 minutes left, Durant loses the ball. Griffin on the break, and Durant draws the offensive foul. And that's Griffin's 5th foul, and he would eventually foul out. The Thunder win 104-98 to eliminate the Clippers. They'll take on the San Antonio Spurs in the Western Conference Finals. And in baseball, the Padres would take on the Cincinnati Reds in a doubleheader yesterday after being rained out Wednesday. The Padres would drop the first game after being shut out by Reds pitcher Johnny Cueto. The second game, however, was a different story. Bottom of the second, Rene Rivera with a 2-run shot to left field, giving the Padres the 2-1 lead. And in the 7th, Everth Cabrera with a homer of his own to extend the Padres' lead. Bottom of the 7th, check out this spectacular defensive play by the Pods as they turn 2. And top of the 8th, Yonder Alonso would join the home run party with this solo blast. The Padres would win 5-1 and take the series. And 10 horses will enter, but only one will win. Tomorrow marks the 139th running of the Preakness Stakes at Pimlico Racecourse. Kentucky Derby winner California Chrome will race out of the number 3 post as he goes for the second jewel of thoroughbred racing's coveted Triple Crown. Chrome has been named a 3-5 morning line favorite and will take on Derby competitors Right on Curlin and General A-Rod. The race also features a filly, Rhea Antonia, who finished 6th in the Kentucky Oaks. The race will air tomorrow night on NBC. Well, ladies, California Chrome's coming off an impressive victory at the Kentucky Derby. You think he can do it again?
I think he can do it again.
I think we can do it. Cali love.
Yeah. California love.
And find out where to go to find some fun in the sun on this San Diego weekend in our entertainment report coming up.